Let us go for the Ajna Chakra, the brow chakra, the energy center which is situated at the third eye, between the eyes, eyebrows and the nose. This chakra is called Varanasi, place between Varana and Nasi. Varanasi means, don't think that UP Kashi. This is the real Varanasi. There is a belief, if you die in Varanasi, you will get mukti. How can you get mukti just by dying in one place? Tell me. If you die in this place, you will get mukti. That is what? If your ego dies in this third eye, you will get mukti. But just by dying in one place, you cannot get mukti. If you die in this Varanasi, only then you will get mukti. That is what they meant. Brow chakra. If this chakra is active, whatever you think will become reality. This chakra is called Ajna. Ajna means will. Why it is called will? If this chakra opens, whatever you will become reality. That is why it is called Ajna. If this chakra opens, you are a Buddha. Otherwise, you are a Buddha. If this chakra opens, you are Shiva. Otherwise, Sava. If this chakra opens, you are Muruga. Otherwise, Murga. This chakra is the only difference between you and the God. When this chakra opens, man becomes God. When this chakra closes, God becomes man. If other chakras have got some 5-6 meditation techniques, this chakra has got more than 5,000 meditation techniques. Working on the third eye is a separate religion, because every religion has worked on the third eye. Every religion, they worked on the third eye. The third eye is a highly powerful mystic center. This chakra gets locked due to your ego and cunningness, conditionings. This gets opened by simplicity and innocence. When I say conditioning, you don't see the world as it is. You see only what do you want. For example, you all listen to a discourse. 1 hour or 1.5 hours? 1 hour 20 minutes. If I ask all of you to write the gist of this discourse, I will have 100 more discourses. If I ask you to write the gist of this discourse, if 50 of you are writing, I will have at least 50 more new discourses of my own. Each one will see what they want to see. Each one will listen what they want to listen. Each one will understand what they want to understand. It is like you read a 100-page novel and you just get 2 pages from that novel. All the other 98 pages are lost. With the 2 pages, you try to reconstruct the whole 100-page novel. How much this 2 page will be original to the 100 page? How much it will be original? It cannot be. It will not be. It will not be true to the original in even single way. It will have its own course. That is what we are also doing. In most of our cases in the life, you don't listen to the arguments and pass judgment. You have argument ready, you have judgment ready. You just collect arguments. You decide whatever your wife says is wrong. She decides whatever you say, you are bossing her. Already the decision is made. Now whatever happens, she will collect for her argument, you will collect for your argument, that's all. The judgment is ready. You don't pass judgment listening the arguments. Judgment is ready. You just collect arguments which supports your judgment. In every step, you have already your own prejudice about the life, about the situation, about the persons, about the things. Your own judgments are not going to help you in any way. If you live by your own judgments, you live based on the ego. Ego means past. All your judgments are based on past. If you live just based on the past, you will bring your past and project it on the future, and you will destroy the future also into the past. So you are killing the life. Understand this very clearly. If you live based on the past, you will bring your past and project it on the future and destroy the future also into the past. Continuously, you will be living only based on the past, set up based on the past, record. Bringing the past and projecting it on the future is no way going to help you, is no way going to encourage you to live, is no way going to give you the excitement that you are going to live a life. Your mind will say, oh, same wife, same car, same house, same food. The enthusiasm to live is lost. There was one master near the Madhya Pradesh. Doctors have told him in the last phase of his life he should take only diet, simple rice and the greens. 10 years he was taking the same diet. The cook who used to cook for him, she got fed up. She went and asked, Master, are you not bored eating the same food? I am bored cooking the same food. He said, what? I am not eating the same food. Every day I am eating only the new food. How can I eat the same food? Look at the angle of a disciple and the angle of the master. For a disciple, it is the same food. She makes everything as old. For master, it is something totally different. He says, every morsel is new. Every bit is new. For master, everything is new because he has no judgment. He never decides beforehand. The prejudice makes you to live your life in a dull, dead way. You can see the kids, they enjoy everything. Every moment they enjoy. Every moment they are jumping around. They are running around. They are excited. We were also kids once upon a time. What happened? How did we lose that joy? How did we lose that charm? How did we lose that bliss? Conditioning and the ego is the thing which has made our life very dull. If this chakra is open, you think in visualization. If this chakra is locked, you think in verbalization, words. It is almost like a whole life is taken away from you, just giving you 2-3 books about life. If you are given just 2-3 books about life and locked inside the room, of course with good food, what will happen? The same thing is being done to you without even your knowledge when the Ajna is locked, when you are given conditionings, when you reduce your visualization into verbalization, your eyes lose the charm or the energy. You can see the kids' eyes shining. They are living through their eyes. You can see our eyes waiting to sleep. You open the eyes expecting that when you will be able to close the eyes. We wake up just to sleep again. For kids, they sleep just to get up again. We live in a total prejudiced way. The moment you get up, you know, same day, same office. That is why you feel bored. Most of them I have seen. If half an hour sun can come late, how nice it will be. Or 1 hour, if we can lie down one more hour, how nice it will be. None of us want to even get up from the bed. None of us are ready to receive the life. One more day has come. The sun has raised. Birds are singing. The existence is calling. But we don't feel the life has come to the life. The life has started again. One more day has come. No. Because you made everything as a old. You have got opinions, decisions about everything. You know what to do. Then how will you live? If you know everything, you can never live.